What up, guys? Welcome to the Shake It Bowling YouTube channel. I'm Jaden Combs, and today we're going to be looking at the Absolute Power from Storm. We are bowling on a 39-foot pattern that hooks a pretty good amount here. Initially, I'm going to line up on about 25 my feet, across about 15. Piece. Cover is very clean. Got the R2S Deep Solid cover on it. And cover definitely wants to shoot through the front part of the lane. Thrown it a little bit in league. Definitely allows me to get further left, but doesn't overreact when it's thrown to friction. Like I said right there, it doesn't really overreact when it's thrown to the friction. Got one there kind of quick, and it was more of a smooth back end reaction. That was a 2-in-1 move there. And a center that hooks a lot up front, going in and being able to still throw it to the right is a pretty beneficial move, especially for a ball that's not going to overreact. You know, I'm moving into the flatness of the pattern, and it doesn't want to get offline too quick, which is always a good sign. I believe this ball fits, for me, in more of a 2-ball spot, actually. It is going to fit below the realities and the harsh realities, the Eternity Pi, and even like your DNAs, just because of the cover strength. This is a bigger ball for most people, and it can fit in that 1-ball spot with surface adjustments and layouts. But for me, this is falling into the 2-ball spot. I am going to make another 2-in-1 here and see if I can still get it around the corner. This one might be a little tough, but I'm going to try to get one there. Oh! Okay, so this Absolute Power for me, like I said, it fits in that kind of 2-ball range, and it is laid out 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 by 3 1/4 2LS. So 5-inch, 5 1/4 inch pins are pretty standard for me. You know, just wants the ball to retain a little more energy. You know, two-handed with a little more tilty roll. So I still need him to shoot through the front. The 3 1/2 is pretty standard for the mass there. Doesn't get it started up too quick. And then the 3 1/4 is also pretty standard for the center of grip. Kind of gets it to be a little more tame, a little more rounded, really responsive to what I do. So I'm going to go back to standing on 31 here. Original 6 and 3 left off of the original shot. Try to get around it and see what it does. And that's definitely around it. And you see I slow down, get around it, and it still wants to come around that corner. So as I'm making gradual adjustments and going left, it's not hesitating to come with me, which is always a good ball reaction. And I don't have to even think about changing balls right now. I'm consistently in the pocket. My ball's going through the pins the right way and not really showing any signs of quitting or not carrying. And that was better. Now I'm going to compare the Absolute Power to the Envy Tour Pearl. This is a Pearl cover stock that is obviously going to be cleaner than the cover on the Absolute Power with a definitely weaker core that is low RG, low diff. So I'd expect this ball to definitely shoot through the front a pinch more and be a little more responsive down lane than the Absolute Power. So I'm going to go 3 and 2 off of the original shot here and just see, get a read. You can see there, not my greatest shot, kind of tripped up on the footing there, But still a good pitch on the lane. As you can see, it definitely floated through it. The core did not want to get into play as quickly, but it was very sharp off the back end. And that's what I'm gonna want to see from an asymmetric pearl bowling ball. So now, I'm gonna bring in a special guest, the editor of this video, Tyler Ntunungsai, my teammate here at Indiana Tech, and he is gonna compare it to the 900 Global Reality, another similar one ball-esque ball that people will have in their bags. So this is going to be a 3-2 off the original shot that I threw with the Absolute Power. The Reality is definitely an overall stronger ball. It's got a stronger cover and a stronger core, so it should want to get started a little sooner. He really got around that one. It was a really good pitch. There was some urethane thrown before we threw these big balls, so that's why he can kind of tug it in a little bit, down lane, and have it still push right to the pocket and absolutely shred the rack. That'll put him standing on 30. We'll see if he still gets around it, gets it to the spot. He definitely got around it, got in the pinch right, and it's nice and round, just like a big ball should be there. The Reality, definitely a lot smoother down lane, wants to hook a pinch sooner. I'm seeing a lot of good things out of this ball. Very versatile, 39-foot pattern. Could probably run into some carry down. And with a little surface, this thing's going to want to pick up. So, the core does a lot of work in this ball. And that's never a bad thing. I'm going to try to throw one a pinch better here so we can wrap her up. That was better. I definitely didn't catch that one as much at the bottom, which is what I'm going to want to do on this type of pattern. Regardless on if I'm throwing urethane or reactive, I'm going to want to be a little more firm forward with my hand so that the ball can really lay off that friction no matter what I'm throwing. So that's going to wrap it up for this Absolute Power ball review and the first ball review on our channel. Like I said, the R2S Deep solid cover stock. The Sentinel core, 248RG, 050 diff with an 020 intermediate diff. Super strong core with a super clean cover. So this ball could really fit in that one ball spot in the bag if you want to hit it with a little more surface or put it with a stronger layout. And it could fit in that 2-ball slot if you want to leave it more like me with lane shine and a little bit cleaner layout. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe and come back for the next one.